I want to see a statue of Angus Young outside of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My name is Joe. These are just opinions. I am Joepinionated. Welcome to the 25 best songs for ACDC. My rankings, my top 25 songs for ACDC. Check out the channel. I just ranked the albums. It's at My Friend Joe on YouTube, YouTube Music, and the playlist for all these songs, my top 50 ACDC songs, here in the description below or on my channel, Joepinionated. ACDC Australian band, Angus Young, Malcolm Young, Bon Scott, Phil Rudd, Cliff Williams, Brian Johnson, Simon Wright and Chris Slade on drums at one point. Now they have Steve Young on rhythm guitar. Malcolm Young passed away in 2014. Bon Scott passed away in 1980. ACDC, you know who they are. Top 25 songs. Number 25, going with TNT. That's off of High Voltage, 1975, the international release. There's an album called TNT previously in Australia. Number 24, we're going with Hail Caesar off of Ball Breaker from 1995. Number 23, off the last Mutt Lange produced album, the title track, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. That song came to me from the soundtrack for Who Made Who. Stephen King is a huge AC/DC fan. He used to have an AC/DC radio station where they just played AC/DC that Stephen King owned. I'm guessing somewhere out on the East Coast, Maine or Castle Rock somewhere. They close their concerts with it. They bring out the cannons and do the 21 gun salute. Number 22, Back in Black from 1980, the title track. I remember it was like a political campaign where the Back in Black tribute album to their also passed away in 1980 Bon Scott, their lead singer. And Brian Johnson comes in and is the right person at the right time. Has that ever been done again in that fashion? I don't think so. And just an absolute beauty of a human being. Number 21, The Razor's Edge, title track again from 1990. Razor's Edge. Here comes a razor's edge. Really cool studio track. Love Malcolm on that song especially. And Malcolm was the main songwriting force for AC/DC for all the good albums, all the best albums. Number 20, going Shot Down in Flames from 1979. That's off of Highway to Hell. Yeah, all-time banger. I mentioned in the albums video, I've got the albums ranked for AC/DC. Mentioned that I did think that was sung by Rolling Stones when I was younger. Number 19, You Shook Me All Night Long from Back in Black. Huge song. Love to play it on the guitar. And growing up, obviously singing along to it, high school parties, that sort of thing. Also on the Who Made Who soundtrack. So that was probably my introduction to this song. So that was one of the first cassettes that I had access to. Number 17, Jailbreak, and that was released on some of the Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. There's also an EP, Jailbreak. Awesome lyrics, incredible. I love the music video to this. AC/DC has some incredible music videos, even back in the 70s and the early days. They were really on that. They were really selling a brand. At the time, Bon Scott was basically the leader of the group, and he was certainly the front man, but Angus was just sort of building steam. And then when Bon Scott passed away, it was straight up Angus, the guy running around fronting the band. So much energy with such a unique singer, Brian Johnson, later on. And Jailbreak, well, we missed one. We missed 18. Number 18 is Who Made Who. The title track from the soundtrack, Who Made Who, soundtrack to Maximum Overdrive, starring Emilio Estevez, that I watched one time with my bro Tristan from the Tristones. Check out their album Camaro, available all over the place. I think it's the tristones.com, right, Tristan? Hopefully. But yeah, Who Made Who? I love the song Who Made Who. I don't understand why it's not way high on everybody's song ranking list. Wait, did I remember to put that in my list? I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm doing it right now. Number 16, Hell's Bells from Back in Black. They were trying to get the bell sound on when they were recording the song, and they couldn't get the sound, so they actually made a bell. They were trying different bell towers. There was one issue with bird poop, so they just made their own bell, and that's the bell that they actually brought on the stage with them and toured around and swung around on. That was the actual bell they used in the recording for Hell's Bells. Number 15, Little Lover from High Voltage. Yeah, just Bon Scott on fire. Real simple blues track. Just this is the stuff I love about Bon Scott. I love him on High Voltage, especially just because it's great production. That's George, their older George Young, Malcolm, and Angus's older brother, did the production on the first 4 albums up to Power Age. I'm pretty sure. Little Lover, Can't Get You Off My Mind. Love it. 14, Thunderstruck from Razor's Edge in 1990. You've never been to a sporting event since when you did not hear the song. Otherwise, fire the DJ. Fire that DJ right now. Number 13, Shoot to Thrill from 1980's Back in Black. You feel like a badass just singing along to it. And these guys are just badasses. They're super cool. ACDC is cool as it comes. Angus is one of the coolest people in rock history. It's just oozes cool. He dies tomorrow. It's going to be friggin' Devil's Day from now on or something. It should be. The guy is so important as far as cool goes in music legend history. He should be on the front of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That is rock and roll. You know, these guys are definition of hard rock and roll for me. You know, tribute to the earliest rock and roll with a lot of the earlier albums. It's all just straight up Chuck Berry, like Bo Diddley. That's what it is. Shoot to Thrill is great. Number 12, Highway to Hell. So the title track from Bon Scott's last album in 1979. Such a cool song. I remember discovering this song and really falling in love with it. The early days of Napster. This was on some of my first mixed CDs. I always loved the fact that my buddy Ian said, for whatever reason, just one of the first times I ever remember anybody saying a song they wanted played at their funeral, my buddy Ian wanted Highway to Hell, and I always thought that was great. Number 11, Fire Your Guns from 1990, Razor's Edge. And Fire Your Guns, Shoot to Thrill kind of go hand in hand with me. They're just both great driving tracks and super heavy and get me amped up. Top 10, number 10, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. That's a tribute to my bro Dore. I think about when I listen to ACDC a lot. I think about an old friend of ours that's no longer around, but certainly missed and loved ACDC. Number 9, The Fuhrer off of Ball Breaker. Thanks again, Sean, for getting me onto this album too, because I wasn't giving it enough love before I made my ACDC episodes previous few years ago on this channel. Number 8, Riff Raff from Power Age. Yeah, that's my favorite song on Power Age. Great album. Really drifted into new territory for them. Really, they really expanded on that album. I think it was the final album produced by brother George as well. And I could be wrong on that. And I said it like 10 times now. So I look like an idiot 10 times. Put it in the comments below. Number 7, going with Ride On. Slow blues number at the end of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Love the lyrics to this. Heartbreaking. This is the song that, you know, if I'm thinking about how tragic it is that Bond's no longer here, I usually would listen to this song or think this song makes me think of that. An incredible blues frontman lyricist. They could have just gone that route. Maybe he would have, you know, maybe Bon Scott gets old and he kind of goes that like the blues standards route, you know, or does like a Howlin' Wolf thing or something. Like, you never know, because he was extremely talented, electric frontman. And I remember, yeah, when he was asked, which are you? Are you the AC or the DC? He said, "No, man, I'm the lightning bolt between." I'm paraphrasing. Next, number 6, Whole Lotta Rosie from 1977. That's from Let There Be Rock. Tell you a story about a girl I know. When it comes to loving, she steals the show. She ain't exactly pretty. She ain't exactly small. You could say she's got it all. I can't remember the numbers. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know the lyrics to that. Maybe I shouldn't say it on the podcast, but who gives? Whole lot of woman. You got a whole lot of Rosie. And they always had the big inflatable Rosie behind them on the stage. And that was unbelievable to see in person. Finally, it was really great to see it. If you haven't seen ACDC live, make sure you catch them on this next tour. It's so cool. Love Bond's tone in these songs. That snarky, mischievous. Bon Scott, one of a kind, and gave us some amazing albums. Number 5, Can I Sit Next to You, Girl? Another one of these ones where it's just Bon and a slow blues track, sort of progressing, getting a bit faster, fun. I love the way the guitar sounds on this. I love how Angus sounds on on the first two albums, where it doesn't have the SG sound so much as it has the like a hollow body, like a old, like what Lennon played, it just has that Chuck Berry feel to it. Bon establishing who he kind of is in these songs. He's almost a kind of like a predator. Number 4, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, title track from 1976. There was like a parody of that around here. I don't know if it was international or not. Dirty Deeds Done with Sheep. I can't not think about that now, unfortunately, but it's still one of my favorite riffs from Angus and Malcolm, and the song drives straight up pedal to the metal. Let's do this like ACDC. Number 3, one of my favorite songs, like the actual the song structure, very very unique song in their catalog, and going with Money Talks. I love the way that Malcolm's guitar sounds in this song, the tone he's getting on his guitar, and Angus too, and the singing from Brian Johnson on this song sounds more singing than belting it out. Like he's got such a gravelly tone that it's always sounds stressed, but in this one it doesn't. It sounds like he's more kind of comfortable. Just the way they recorded it, great job. Recorded in Vancouver. Money Talks, 1990. Love those little ACDC bucks too back in the day. That was like hot currency. My buddy Tristan had one, and I'm fucking super jealous. Wanted one so bad. Let There Be Rock, 1977. It comes in at number 2. So that's the one that they, do the extended solo from Angus, and he's going around doing all his Chuck Berry duck walk and all over the place, spinning around on the ground, doing Angus Young. Like, that's Angus Young. It's expected when you go and see ACDC to watch this guy roll around the ground, kicking his legs up. Like, how many other artists do you expect that from? And you're going to get it. Have you ever seen a video of Angus not giving a shit, like for a second, or like blowing it and laughing? You don't. They come out and just again, one off. So lucky to have ACDC, and people are always like, what time do you want to live in? If you could travel back in time, travel forward. Well, I'm glad I lived in this time, and I have the ACDC catalog to be breaking down, because it is so much damn fun. And Let There Be Rock, the music video, is an all-timer for me. I'm not sure if it's my favorite ACDC music video, because I love so many of them, but Let There Be Rock is a special one, and it means a lot to me. And I even consider getting a tattoo said Let There Be Rock with the silhouette of Angus in the music video. Number 1 for me comes off of High Voltage, my favorite song for a very long time from ACDC, probably since like TNT, has been Live Wire, from their debut album from 1975's High Voltage. That's here. Maybe it was TNT, or their first album was technically High Voltage in Australia as well. This is really ACDC 4 years later on the first album. To me, this is like the song where it's like, okay, TNT is it does sound like the later stuff a bit more too, but Live Wire is, the production on it's incredible. I love the production on their brother is a great producer. It's Live Wire. Love playing on guitar. Just love the build. This one gets me pumped up every time. ACDC, best song all time from ACDC is Live Wire. So top 50, my top 50 is in the description as well, so you can read them all there. You can even click on the link to the playlist, and it'll just start playing the songs from song 1 to 50. Huge respect to ACDC, Bon and Brian. Rest in peace to Malcolm and Bon. Like I said, I want to see a statue of Angus Young outside of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ozzy Osbourne for heavy metal. Angus Young symbolizes the group. He symbolizes ACDC. Bon and Brian and Malcolm, Phil, Cliff. He symbolizes all of them. He's like what Flava Flav is to Public Enemy, but for hard rock. Well, Flava Flav, like a hype man, but he's also electric, extremely talented blues rock front lead guitarist, and Malcolm writing one of the, if not the greatest hard rock writer of all time, could possibly be Malcolm Young. Big respect, obviously, to ACDC. I'm sorry I'm a little low on facts and high on opinions. Check out the channel. Mad respect. We out.